Good morning, everyone. There is such a nice vibe here at Christ Life Revival Ministries. We are doing a youth week in collaboration with Axterde, and we have about, if everybody comes and if there's no extra friend, 25 youth, teenagers that's coming to this week, and we are gonna give them Jesus. So the music is loud, and people are excited. You can see I have my T-shirt on. They say I have to be cool, So I will take off the tunny sap a bit later. It's a bit cold still. So anyway, we are speaking about the core values here at Christ Life Ministries. And today I want to speak about intimacy. And this will definitely relate to your life. And this is what I encourage you about every week after every video. But I'm just going to speak about a bit more depth into it. Now, the value that we said at Christ Life Ministry is that we are intentional about pursuing a personal relationship with the Holy Spirit. Now, the reason why we're putting the Holy Spirit is that, yes, absolutely, we pursue a personal relationship with Jesus, but we want to acknowledge that Jesus speaks to us through his Holy Spirit. And I think in many churches and in many religious organizations today, people, they don't acknowledge, they know Jesus, but they don't acknowledge the Holy Spirit. So that's important for us to say that you can be led by the Holy Spirit. Now, I want to read to you Philippians 3 from verse 10. And it says, "For my determined purpose is that I may know him, that I may progressively become more deeply and intimately acquainted with him, perceiving and recognizing and understanding the wonders of his person more strongly and more clearly, and that I may in that same same way come to know the power outflowing from his resurrection, which it exerts over believers, and that I may so share his sufferings as to be continually transformed in spirit, in his likeness, even to his death, in the hope that if possible, I may attain to the spiritual and moral resurrection that lifts me out from among the dead, even while in the body." Now, and then Paul says, it's not that I've attained it, but I stretch myself forward to take a hold of it. I want you to encourage you today to open your ears and open your hearts to the speaking of the Holy Spirit. If you have received Jesus, you have received the Holy Spirit. Can you also be baptized in the Holy Spirit? Sure. If you want to see the gifts flowing through your lives, and we will speak about that more in another video. If you want to see the gifts, I would recommend you being baptized in the Holy Spirit. Now, it's not something that has to be done by somebody else. You can ask the Holy Spirit to baptize you. And I've heard many testimonies of people just waiting on God until they feel that empowerment by the Holy Spirit. And many times, not always, but many times, it is by the speaking in tongues that people can see that you've been baptized. But if you're saying, listen, I'm struggling to get a breakthrough, like for me, I was baptized in the Holy Spirit, and I even struggled to speak in tongues for like many months, almost, I think, a year. And I just continued going to people, asking them to lay my hands, asking to pursue Jesus. So just what I'm saying is that sometimes we are so stuck in religion that we struggle to break through. But it doesn't have to be like that. So get to somebody that's anointed. Get to somebody that you know are flowing in the gifts of the Spirit, so that they can lay hands on you. And I'm telling you, since even before I was could speak in tongues, my cousin was the one who laid hands on me to baptize me in the Holy Spirit. And since then, my life has never been the same. I've been on fire for Jesus, and I've just been you couldn't stop me, basically. Like the fire in my heart has never gone away. I've always loved Jesus. There's been times where I've maybe been less hungry for Jesus or more hungry for Jesus, and the sometimes the ups and the downs, but never have I lost the fire that I have for him. And I'm telling you, that is by the baptism of the Holy Spirit. So get to know the Holy Spirit get to know Jesus through the Holy Spirit. I encourage you today. Be blessed.